Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Chit Chat. I'm Evelyn, the Evelyn at Green's Hearth. And as you can tell from the topic title today, this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I totally understand that it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And if you decide to not stick around for today's video, I do hope you decide to go check out the other videos on my channel. So let's jump into this topic. A few years ago is when it dawned on me that I could totally use crochet to do magic. Now, that is not to say that everything I make or that I crochet has magical intent behind it. Like this right here. This is a fingerless glove / convertible mitten pattern that I'm working on finally getting written down. And I'm not putting anything magical into it. It's a pattern that I go back to frequently, and I'm finally writing it down because I have a Swiss cheese memory at times. Oh, hey, I forgot to turn my music on. Needle. Okay, there we go. And we're good. All right. Now, anyone who sews or knits or crochets will tell you that you put a lot of time and energy into these pieces as it is. So, to do anything more than just make the piece is just taking the possible magic that you can do just one step further. Let's say, for instance, you have a friend who's going through chemo and you crochet her a hat. And it takes you a couple of days to do that. And at that point, all you really need to do is just hold it between your hands and really focus all the energy that you put into this piece into, extra strength and a speedy recovery. And on the days where the nausea is going to be a little bastard, may the nausea not last a very long time. That's the brevity of it. Like, you can sew a hat or knit a hat or, that is the basic gist of it, because some pieces take weeks to make. My pineapple shawls that I used to make all the time, they used to take me a good 40 hours. Well, that's 40 hours of constantly coming into contact with this piece, and if it's being given as a prayer shawl or as a comfort shawl for someone who's grieving, oh yeah, there's a lot of good juju in that shawl that all you need to do is just hold on to it for a little bit, pray over it, whatever it is, and you've got it tuned. Now, if you want to take crochet and knitting magic and sewing magic to the next level, let's talk about one of the systems of magic I think every baby pagan and baby Wiccan ends up learning first. I think almost all. And that is color magic. Color magic is probably one of the easiest ways to take a piece like this that you're creating to the next level. Now, every single person is going to have different emotional responses and different connections to a color. Like in some traditions, brown is the color of earth. In others, it's green. For me, I use brown and green for earth, but it depends on which aspect of earth that I'm trying to manifest into a piece. And, there are people out there who see gray for the element of water, or instead of blue. So it really honestly depends on how you personally find yourself connecting to a color. And given the number of yarn makers out there who are constantly coming out with gorgeous shades all across the rainbow, and even ombre yarn, like what you see here sitting on my desk, the potential for color magic for things is off the charts when you decide to pick up a crochet hook, a knitting needle, even sewing. When was the last time you walked through a fabric section? Let me tell you, some of the color combinations that are going on, holy crap. It's spectacular. And there's this new thing now where you can buy 2-yard blocks of fabric, so you're not having to actually, pick through the bolts of fabric. And it's quilting fabric. So if you decide that you want to make a little quilted piece to put on your altar, you could totally do that. You could totally create an entire series of custom altar cloths that way. Now, the second system that can be incorporated into Crochet Magick is Number Magic. Number Magic just takes it to that next level, but Number Magic is also a little bit more complicated than Color Magic because not everybody gets exposed to that kind of information when they start studying. And by extension, you could also say that sewing and knitting and crocheting are not magic. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there's somebody out there who has figured out how to do the Knot of 9 spell in a piece, and it probably looks absolutely amazing, but it's also so probably packed with power that you would really want to be careful employing it. Now, that's just the 3 systems that I've been able to figure out that are inside of my Crochet Magick craft. And it's not the only part of my craft anymore. I still do a lot of incense work. I still do a lot of candle magic. And yeah, I do a lot of crystal magic. And a lot of times, though, I will also incorporate it with a piece of crochet magic. Almost all of my spells that are sitting on my altar are in crocheted bags. Their vessel of containment for their space is a small crocheted drawstring bag. So, I've got a purple crocheted rose on my altar. And she who that belongs to just wanted something on my altar because she wanted to be remembered and honored in a little bit. I don't work with her directly, but if I need extra little oomph, I know I can ask her for a little bit of help. So you can use crochet to literally manifest almost anything. Flowers, yes, there are rock crochet patterns out there. I'm aware of one pagan who couldn't find anything that she liked cloak-wise, and so she crocheted herself a cloak, and it is a gorgeous cloak. So, there you have it. That is my explanation of my Crochet Magick craft. I'm just finishing up the thumb hole here on this piece. I know today's a little bit of a shorter episode, but it wasn't a very long explanation. So, as always, thank you so much, guys, for sharing your time with me today, and I will catch you guys in the vlog, which uploads tomorrow. Bye, everybody.